All right. Go ahead. We live.
And we are live, good people. What's going on with y'all boys tonight?
Shit.
Live.
Can't hear both of y'all at the same time. I heard life. I heard life and chilling. Which one is it?
Chilling with life, nigga.
Okay, that's better.
Done. So that's what goddamn. Y'all just stole life. Hell no.
Chilling like a villain.
Yeah, what's going on, Cat?
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Yes, sir. We keeping it short, simple tonight. Doing my recap of my picks for the season. We got damn, I just had a brain fart.
Expelled from paradise, right?
Thought I had Edge of Tomorrow and Expelled.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So first off, we got Edge of Tomorrow and Expelled from Paradise. Both of y'all seen both movies, right?
You talking about the
It was a live action, but it was
live,
written
like live action, like army type shooter type movie.
Oh yeah, with the whole fucking time shit.
Helicopters and exploding.
I'm about to say wasn't I forgot who was in that shit.
I could have sworn I thought that was my pick, but shit. Edge of Tomorrow.
Nah, I did. I had
it was his pick, but you showed it on like the Facebook.
Gotcha.
Or StreamYard, so we can see it. But yeah,
I remember that. I remember. Do you remember?
Me personally, I enjoyed Expelled from Paradise a little bit more.
Yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow. The story was more intriguing for Expelled from Paradise.
Thank you.
I think.
But BDB, he ain't gonna do it no more, bro.
Huh?
Did you get?
Did I do what?
Did you give scores that week?
Did we?
Well, I have the scores from everybody else, but I don't see yours.
I was there.
I'm gonna have to do some research and find that. Got a portable hard drive with a backup, but I can't see in the.
Hollow might have my scores.
This nigga.
If both of y'all were taking scores that night, he might have. But,
okay.
Yeah.
For which what's the name y'all talking about?
Edge of Tomorrow and Expelled from Paradise. We're just talking about which one we liked more.
I gotta look back at Expelled.
I liked it. The Expelled from Paradise was dope. It had some cool. What's the name?
Yeah.
Cool. What's the name?
Okay.
Whatever those are.
Some cool. It had some cool themes.
You mean elements, nigga?
Elements, themes, concepts, qualities.
I can agree there.
Yeah, it was a pretty dope concept. It was sort of different.
Yeah.
Used to watching.
Hey, Steve, can I borrow your lighter?
This nigga here.
Appreciate it. Huh? Oh yeah.
And I actually liked Expelled from Paradise simply because it was a 3D anime, and I hate 3D anime. That was one I could watch.
Appreciate it.
Of course, I'm going to be partial to Expelled from Paradise. I just couldn't do the live action movie. I feel like I'm desensitized to all the explosions and stuff because that's all. I'm tired of seeing Fast and Furious and all of those.
That's all they do with America.
I would much rather play that in a video game format rather
You know it's an American. You know it
Boom.
was an American film, bro. As soon as it
Yeah.
came on, it was just shit. It was exploding. I'm like, bruh, where are the characters? Where's the plot line? I just see explosions.
Yeah, pretty much.
Here comes another bomb fest for 2 hours.
It was sensory overload, honestly.
Because of
I'm tired of
family.
all the horn flares and explosions.
The
You know
crazy,
that?
the crazy thing, the crazy thing about that is, I never would have knew that shit was based off the anime.
It was based. It was actually
No
based
idea
off of
whatsoever.
It was based off of a light novel that he couldn't get it published in Japan, but America bought that shit. So
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
All right, fucking Danny Toretto.
stupid. I never said it was a good idea. I just said that's what he did. Like, hey, I can't blame a nigga for trying to get that bread. Like, shit, nigga wrote that story, trying to make his money. He came over here fucking with us, even though he knew we was gonna do that shit. Cause that's all we do and make movies is where we kill each other and blow shit up the whole movie.
Sacrifice your, sell your soul on that shit.
Yeah, sell your soul or sell your craft. One or the other.
Now, one of the dope,
Say.
what one of the dope things about Expel for Paradise was the question they posed, bro. Would you want to live as a digital being, or you want to struggle on Earth with all the hood niggas?
Mm.
That was a hard question to answer. Like, cause I mean, the hood, the niggas on Earth was a little bit more like they had more life to them, bro. Like, I feel like the niggas that was living in the digital world, they was just living.
Like, that shit gotta get boring, bro.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
saying, bro.
question you
You
gotta
gotta
ask, bro.
get
Do you want to live
boring.
forever?
That's
Do you want to live
basically
forever?
And see, I would.
because that's basically what you're gonna do in the digital world. Nigga, you gonna live forever. Like, you're not gonna want to die one day. Like, nigga, you've been 32,
Yo.
you're 32 for 600 years. Like, come on now.
32% years.
Let's hit that magic number 33 this year. Nah, I think I'm gonna do another year this motherfucker year.
Yeah.
I mean, the concept of human beings technically is to live to die. So I mean, if you want to live forever, that's you. But personally, from what I've experienced, most niggas that live longer than their lifespan tend to hate that shit. So
Yeah, after a while,
But see, that's the thing.
yeah.
If you want to be young forever, that's different. That's kind of like, it can get old. Shit get old, but
Wait, what? Well, essentially, you're just not gonna die, or you will have a time span, but you can always have a backup. It just your backup data. Come back, get a new body. Like
I
nothing never
guess.
happened
Then,
as far as
one time the power
transition.
goes out, and everybody's dead.
Solar winds and shit, bro. Don't fire all the fucking shit.
hell no.
Over.
EMP done.
Stupid.
Fuck it. But this has got to have some type of contrast. Like it wouldn't even be life at that point.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck is a tree if it can't fall? What is anything that doesn't have an end that will deplete? That won't deplete?
Something out of my range of thought.
True. It leaves something up to the imagination.
All right. Anyone got any varying opinions over time based off of these anime we're talking about now? That changed over time based off the other options that were watched, or is it still pretty much the same as the first time?
Yeah, still pretty much the same about it.
Yeah, I feel like for me it was pretty straightforward on the storylines. And Expel from Paradise, I saw it a while ago, so this was sort
Colin
of a
Dead
rewatch
dropped it
for
out.
me.
Colin's dead dropped it out.
What was my
Go ahead.
scores
Yes.
for the other one?
Which one? Expel from Paradise? I mean
No, the
the
other one.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Mm.
Uh, let's,
That was probably my third time seeing that movie. So, well, when I watched it the last time with y'all.
7.5 for visuals, music 7.5, and story 8.
Okay.
That was Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, Edge Tomorrow. Me, I'm the one that gave it the lowest scores of the night, I believe, because it just wasn't my cup of tea.
Mm. They could have did the concept a bit. It could have been more thoroughly. I mean, yeah.
I mean, they show over and over again that they cannot turn anime into live action. Well,
At least
not
not
America anyway.
Like if it's was a light novel and then turn into a movie, then it's not as much as far as disappointment given if you've
It's
seen the
always
anime
no, because
or
it's
a manga.
always
Because
there's
now
just
you're talking about
some
the
things you
sight, the
cannot put
look
into
of
live
people.
action that and make it look right. They've shown over and over again with Dragon Ball, with Ghost in the Shell, with
Now you could do
Yo,
that.
do y'all got any faith in that Cowboy Bebop adaptation for Netflix?
no. I feel like
Cause
it's gonna look goofy.
Yeah.
me, for some reason, I feel like it's gonna look goofy too, bro. The casting, I'm not. For some odd reason, I'm just not fucking with it, bro.
See, things
Who's
like
who?
that,
Cause
you
I
can
know,
already name movies that's similar to that.
what's a
That was
Cowboy
done at
Bebop?
least decent. Yeah, shit around that block, around that type of genre. You know,
What, like Austin Powers?
it's
Blade, maybe, maybe Blade
Oh,
Runner. Blade Runner, maybe.
yeah, Blade Runner.
I feel like Blade was
Uh,
the closest thing that they would ever get to a live action that would be considered something that may have come from an anime.
Yeah,
Blade was that shit.
yeah, I can agree
And
with that.
Hellboy. Hellboy was another one. But Hellboy is a comic
the
book,
second
right?
one was a better one. I think I probably like the cast a lot more the
But
first time
Blade was
around, but
comics as well, right?
yeah,
Blade
yeah,
is
yeah.
yeah. But they have an
So
anime for Blade, actually.
Yeah. But I think that came afterwards. I feel like with superhero stuff, it does well. But anime, it like the storylines can get kind of complex, and they need a lot of time to put into that. But trying to switch over this stuff from animated to live action is pretty difficult. Maybe mainly because of the visual aspect. I feel because it's
Well, for one, I feel like they'll never get a perfectly good live action based off an anime because most animes have crazy ass hairstyles, bro.
yes, all
So
animes have crazy
if
ass
you
hair.
can't even get that, if you can't even get that simplicity down, then just stop. If you got characters with red hair and purple hair and green hair, like no, bro,
And the
stop.
eyes be
It's
too
about the
big for the
style
face.
though. The
The
color
eyes
could
are too
easily
big
be
for the
done.
face. You can never get that in live action.
Yeah, I mean, some of it just not even humanly possible to even do. You can't have a fucking
Like I really want to know how they
completely
finna do this.
circular eyes
I
and
really
shit
want
and
to
a
know how they
surprise.
finna do this. I really want to know how they finna do this live action Dragon Ball Z shit.
I ain't thinking about nothing you trying to
Not
say
well,
right
I'll tell
now,
you
bro.
that.
Cause they gonna fuck it up again. I'm just saying.
No breaths are being held.
They gonna fuck it up, bro.
It's not humanly possible to scream as long as Goku screams in the anime. He
Well,
screams for
his
he
dubbed actor,
screams for
that's
whole
it.
episodes. You
Oh,
can't. There's no way somebody can do that.
Yeah, they just
and everyone does it. It's just not like it's just Saiyans who's doing that shit. Everyone has to scream when they power
I feel like they have to like recruit all wrestlers and bodybuilders for it to work out. We'll see how that works though.
Oh hell no, bro. You right. You know that nigga Rey Mysterio could be Frieza.
what the
And
You
and
put
Sting can be Piccolo.
fuck?
a
No.
I don't know who he would be, but the Undertaker would have to be in Dragon Ball Z, bro. He have to be. I just don't know who the fuck he would be. Who the fuck would be Vegeta, bro? Nobody.
Mm.
There's not a soul on earth that I could think could do a live action Vegeta and do it right.
Rob Van Dam.
Oh my god.
Big Show will have to be the elder Namekian and just sitting on the goddamn chair.
You stupid.
That ass nigga. The only nigga I know that broke a fucking stage. Like I was like, God,
Why not
what
Mr.
the hell?
Popo?
Nah,
Oh, you
it's
are
gotta
He'll
be.
be
so fuck. You are so fucking
he'll be in
proud.
blackface. My bad. Isn't that bad?
I'm about to say the big black nigga in WWE could be Mr. Popo.
The strongest man alive was what? Mark Henry.
Yeah, that nigga could be Mr. Popo, or he could be Chi Chi's dad.
Ox King.
But anyways, back to
Yeah,
the
what's next?
scores.
So I guess the next one would
Oh yeah, the
be
next.
Joker's game, right? I
I believe
remember.
so. Let's see.
I remember everybody wasn't a fan of Joker's game. That's all I remember.
Damn, do I even got score with that?
I think that was one of the last animes you participated in before you was just kind of in and out.
Y'all got scores for that? B2B?
Uh, I don't have the. Let's see. I don't have the scores for that one. I still can't find that hard drive, so I'm going to have to back off on the scores for that one for now until I can find that thing and pull those up. But I believe we took scores from that episode.
Because I think everybody was there.
Well,
It was
actually, let me
all.
just scroll over to the YouTube channel and see which one, who all was on there.
This man innovative. And that thing.
Let's see. I see. It was Kat, me, and you, Suma.
Okay.
So I was not there.
Through the whole thing, you know, people be coming in at certain times through the whole video.
but I knew a point that I had was that the story was all over the place for me, and yeah, so I gave that one probably a lower score on the story for it at least. Let's see, where is
Yeah, that's what I said. The scores for that one wasn't
The
too
only one, the
favorable.
only scores that I know I may want to redo is just the very beginning scores, like you know, at the very beginning of podcasting, because I did change it up for myself a bit, given a more balanced. Because the way I was doing it, it was no way in hell I would ever say a two, a three. I feel like a lot of them was a bit too high at the beginning,
I mean, there are a lot of anime
and
to
that's for every.
watch, so that could always change.
Uh,
This is
We've
true.
seen some type of beat. We haven't seen all the best anime throughout
if I
this A
yo, it's
through
yo.
Z.
Honestly, given especially you, Nemo, given your portfolio as of now, unless you haven't watched it at all or just could not get through, that's probably the worst things you can come across. With when it comes to this shit.
I actually just
If
did my
you gave it a one all the way through, what type of anime would that be to you?
anime where I gave it a one all the way through.
Perhaps
It
even a
has to
zero.
be. It has to be some
I ain't gonna
shit
give
that
it.
I was. If it's some shit that I had, if it's something I had to watch, either you paid me or you blackmailed me. Because if I gave that shit ones across the board, nigga, that means I broke my own 3 episode rule and keep going.
God damn. I
Which
gotta at least give it a two if you pay me. At least I
I
got.
actually just I actually just did my so you know
I'm
that
making a profit.
website,
All right,
website,
so I
my
found
anime
the
list.
scores for Joker game, uh, and we have scores for Cat, me, and Suma, and I don't have any for Hollow or you, Nemo.
Uh
But Hollow may also have those. So
yeah. I mean, any final thoughts, second thoughts? Honestly, I
7 out of
probably
10,
gave
and
it.
this is a pretty good rating as far as 4.4 out of 5 on Crunchyroll. Even though I can't go by these. I can never go by these ever.
I was about to say I just did my anime list. I actually went through and looked at all the shows that I probably watched, started but didn't finish because the shit was ass, or I want to watch. I'm pretty up there, bro. I mean, like I'm almost in the 500s for it watched. I don't know how.
So only the things that you just could not finish would be pretty much worst case scenario.
It was like 30 different anime that I had yet to finish. That
But it could be due to different reasons too. So what would be the word? Like you just knew absolutely, this is dumb.
out of those 30, it probably had to be a good 12 that I know I put down because they were absolute garbage. It was a good 12 out of those 30. The other,
Have you watched anything that you couldn't even make it past the 3 ep rule?
yes, I forgot what that shit was called, but I watched the first episode and I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, "Yo, what the fuck did I just watch?"
I just thought about it. Is Boku no Pico a hentai or a legitimate anime?
I had no idea.
I'm about to check. Hold on.
So I think the next anime would be Occultic 9, right? B.
I'm scrolling. Give me a sec.
Oh, it's a fantastic. Okay, cool.
Because I don't think I've had. I know I've missed quite a few shows this season. So I know I have the least picks out of us. I know it's either between you and Hollow, who had a lot of picks. You, Hollow, and Cat, because Cat had quite a few. He had like 7.
Oh, B2B Halloween and Cat.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because
Okay.
we.
So let's see. I got different lists. I need to scroll through.
This man broke it down in categories.
Is the day I became a god, or was Occultic
That
9 be
was one.
first?
Yeah, Occultic 9.
Okay.
I think the only thing with the Occultic 9 was the fact that they were already dead. Probably be the most interesting thing to me. Other than that, I feel like Occultic 9 really was kind of dry. Just a lot of talking and weird
I don't
shit.
believe I've seen it. No, I don't think I've seen this. Oh, did I?
Nah,
No,
I don't think you was watching around that time. That was like 2010. You kind of dropped out, Lloyd, right around the time where we watched From the New World. That was the last show I remember you being in.
What was that with Occultic 9?
Huh?
Or a
I
better question, the whole them already being dead. What's give me
forgot.
a
I
brief little
can't.
summary on that.
I can't remember what happened, but I think there was an accident, bruh, and all of the main characters that were a part of the story, bruh, they were already dead, except for there's this one girl who has like I don't know where the fuck she got it from. She legit has a beam gun. That shit shoots beams out that shit. She's the only one that's alive the whole story. And I think they said in the manga that she tried to bring them back to life or some shit like that. But she knew they were all dead. She already knew that. That's why she didn't, because I think that's why she never really looked at him weird when he started talking about occultic stuff. Because, like, nigga, I believe you because I'm talking to you. You dead. You're a ghost.
Yeah. Damn, what type
I
of
think
any of his opinions wouldn't really hold too much weight now, would it? That's
no,
once you
knew they were dead, it was kind of like, what the fuck? Why?
And did you notice around like what was the how do they execute it? Did you have any inkling that they was dead already, or did they give a good surprise
No,
on
you
it?
found that out like close to
Yeah,
the end.
you find that out close to the end, bro. They had like legit
Okay.
go to a morgue, and it's like a room full of body bags, bro, and all of their bodies are in the morgue room.
Damn.
So they all confirm that they're dead, and they're just ghosts or whatever the fuck is going on. I don't think I remember how. I don't even think I remember what they found out about why they still existed even if they were dead. Like, I think they were just ghosts.
That's an interesting piece to it, but it depends on that's why I asked that question. That sounds interesting. But
What lost me about it was they were solving a case at the time, and then all of a sudden, the next episode or at the end of that episode, they find out they dead.
damn.
I'm like, what the fuck? How you go from trying to crack a case to all y'all dead?
Crack your own case. How did I die? Goddamn. Not knowing that I'm dead.
I think that was the ending. I think that was the ending premise that they tried to find out why they were dead. and the one girl that I told you that was alive, I think she was trying to figure out towards the end, like I guess that was supposed to be like a hint for a second season that she was trying to figure out how to bring them back to life. But I'm like, bitch, they're dead.
Yeah. Here's a cultic. Got something. Then how versed in magic and whatnot? How supernatural was it? Aside from them, I mean, of course, aside from them fucking trying to do
It
shit
got
and
supernatural. It got supernatural to the point where it was a kid on there, bruh. He had some weird ass fucking box, and he was legit like stuffing people in that motherfucker, bruh. You remember that, Brandon? He had a whole bitch stuffed in a box, bruh. You remember that part, Brandon? Might have tapped out.
I can stay there.
My bad.
So it was on some
muted
what
and I was
Schrodinger's
talking to
cat type
myself,
shit.
apparently. But yeah,
Yeah.
and like she was stuffed in the box, and the only reason she found out it was her friend is because she like found like a little hair piece that they had like matching. What was it? The hair piece or was like a little?
It was
phone thing?
self. It was
Yeah, it was a
they
cell
had
phone.
matching. They had matching phone.
accessory.
Yeah. And when she saw that shit covered in blood hanging out the box,
Yeah,
she just tried her luck and opened that shit, bro. Her friend was in that bitch disfigured and chopped all the fuck up, bro. And the boy was just telling them, like they asking this nigga, like, what the fuck did you do? Why did you do this? And he just keep telling them, like, I'm a kid. They're only gonna give me jail time and set me free. I was like,
This shit was hell as fuck, bro. I was like, yo, this little kid owning some shit, bro.
he said, there's nothing they can do to me. I'm only a kid.
What the fuck? Yo, bitch has to get that death penalty. You think shit's sweet. Well, Cultic Guy wasn't bad to me, bro.
I mean, I didn't say it was bad. I just feel like it was, once you found out that they were dead, it was just kind of like, what was the point?
Yeah.
Like, y'all legit went from, y'all was trying to solve a case to going into a room by the end of like the second or third to last episode, and all y'all niggas is in body bags. And y'all like, what the fuck? I'm dead? Obviously, nigga. That's you in the bag, ain't it? And then what's crazy is the girl, you remember the girl with the gun, the beam gun cat?
Yeah.
She know these niggas is dead. She's the weirdest bitch of the whole show. She know these motherfuckers is dead, bro. Like, that means
That weapon of choice is kind of weird. As far as her goes. So I'm trying to rescue y'all, like, but I gotta be.
If you think about this shit, bro, she was legit walking around by herself all 12 episodes on some crazy shit.
With a laser gun.
Up until the point where her homeboy died. After that, she was just talking and walking around by herself. Because can't nobody see that nigga.
I feel like this anime was like on a level with I'm pretty sure you guys have seen Another, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on that type of level. If you like,
I liked Another,
then you would like this.
Another was a little bit better than this, though.
Yeah, the storyline, yes, much better. But I feel like it's still in that same category. It's like,
yeah, I agree with that.
Because I think in Another, the school was just cursed, right?
The class is cursed.
Yeah,
the whole school is that particular class,
and they had to find they had to find the source of the curse.
It was one dead person in that class, and they had to figure out who the dead person was.
Kind of gives me Higurashi vibes too, though.
Higurashi is some other shit, bro. I still don't understand Higurashi, bro. That shit threw me for a loop like four times, bro.
The whole
Well, you know
continuity
they
is
were
is hella
you know
bad.
they redid that whole shit, right? And they doing
Mm.
they on the second season right now.
Yeah, I was people think like they did. Did they come out with two different
I
shows?
think it's I think it's a reboot, and then the second season is a whole new group of girls.
What the fuck? So let me ask this, bro.
Higurashi to me is like some Japanese Final Destination on some like
Yeah,
everybody was like a legit murderer, but in their own way. It's like some Final Destination for murderers.
That's what I ain't understand. Like, what was actually going on, bro? Because like
The
every
town
four or
was
five
cursed.
episodes, they would
The
like
town had secrets. The town had some type of secret, or like there was like some like I think it was like you said it was like some demons, right? Lloyd.
yeah, they would
you
sacrifice it.
know you know how intricate fate is and whatnot. How they always have there's one particular series within the whole continuity of this. They got a light now. Everything is connected to. So it's a lot of it just up, bro. All of them in another type of existence are gods. The chick with the blue hair, she got another her true self, which is called Burned Costal, which is a like a multiversal entity and shit. Like everyone is on some it's some shit. It's some shit.
So these
It'd
little
be a minute
girls.
for me
So
to
these little girls are gods, basically.
yeah, like one of the first lolly OP motherfuckers. It's a lot of shit connecting to games, manga, light novels.
I heard that the first initial series was based off of the game, and then they just kept going, and the manga got so popular from people watching it that they just rebooted it.
Mm.
Yeah, the anime was lit back in the day.
Because the crazy, because the anime is kind of old, but the crazy thing about it is I literally just watched that shit um
It's one of those hidden
last
gems, bro.
year.
It's one of those hidden gems, bro. Don't to me, because I feel like Higurashi would traumatize some people. It's
Oh,
just like, yo,
oh.
what the fuck? Like, what
Guilty.
the fuck, bro? These are girls. This nigga came for a fresh start in a new town, and he just came to a town full of murderers. I feel like that would
How
traumatize
do they
some
start with this new reboot versus because you know the old one they literally had this dude beating a whole just a group of fucking young chicks in the beginning of literally started this episode off, started the whole thing. So that just
I feel like nothing is more fucked up than watching the day I became a god, and these people are trying to rip that chip out of this little girl's head so she can go back to being a special needs person. Nothing can get more
hell
fucked up.
no. Yeah.
Nothing can be more fucked up than that.
Wait, they ripped that shit out her head?
They, they wanted it. They wanted the technology. Remember? Well,
I didn't watch the
well,
end.
they didn't do that. I think it like I can't remember what happened, but I think it like short circuited something. It stopped working. But like that whole episode, I mean the whole
This
like
nigga,
series after they found out about like the chip that was placed in her head that the government was after when it's like, hey, find this little girl. Let's get this chip and rip it out of her head if we need to.
You talking about the chick dressed up like the nun, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That shit was good, bro. The day where I became a god, that's a sleeper pick, bro. Like I don't know what was my scores on that, bro. Because in retrospect, I actually that was a good story. It just could have been more fire.
Oh,
That's the only
it
thing.
was it was
It
pretty
things they
low.
could have done.
Your story was a 5, music 5.5, and visual 6.3.
Mm, are we changing scores?
You can if you want to, man. It's your life.
I changed my story score to. I changed my story score to like a 6.4.
All right.
Yeah, that shit. That Rock Came with God was cool, bro. It's just I feel like they could have did more with the concept.
Yeah.
They could have did more with the. It's like they pump fake this because like for the whole time we actually thought the world was gonna end for a large portion, and it was just like, oh, it was never gonna end. It was just her world was gonna end. Okay, that's cute, but you took out one of the biggest, one of the finest plot
When did you
devices.
find that out though? Around the
When
middle,
they
the
started,
end?
I probably around the time when they knew that the government was trying to take that damn chip out her head. That's when
And
you realize
when
it.
that was what middle of the season,
I think that
ending of
was
the
like
season.
the end of it. I think that was like
Okay.
towards the end.
See, if you gonna always do some shit like that, always have it around the end because some people will not finish it given the fact that, or lose some type of interest in it. All right, bro. This
So
nigga
you
here,
to date, you still haven't watched the watched that?
I have not.
I would say that's one of the things you should go back and watch. It's worth the time, at least where it comes to in the end.
It
So
sounds
if you
interesting.
like,
Yeah, from
it's
what
kind of,
all
yeah,
y'all,
it's real light. It's a real
yeah.
light-hearted anime.
Okay.
Yeah, it started off with the vibe that this bitch made it really seem like the world was gonna end, but kind of like what Kat said, she was really just talking about her world, and
Mhm.
this bitch didn't even know it.
She was just a supercomputer in a little girl's body, predicting shit. Yeah, it
Oh my god.
was
Well, nah, I ain't gonna say no experimental lane.
pretty much.
So basically, him being with her, this nigga was kind of like God. This nigga knew everything.
Yeah, somebody that had access to a supercomputer. Yeah.
Fucking Google.
But you know what? It kind of got that. What kind of kills me, bro, and this is kind of like the same reason. My only drawback to Tokyo Revengers. This nigga is not
I'm
changing
gonna
his.
say, I would say this is kind of more closely related to Index, because Index is technically like a supercomputer. She knows all different types
Yeah,
of magic.
yeah.
She knows all the different types of magic, but it doesn't work when she wants it to work. It's only a self defense mechanism. And when she's at near death stage, that shit awakens. So she's a supercomputer only if you're trying to kill this bitch. Other than that, this is a little fucking girl running around. And it's legit. The world be ending in Index because of this bitch.
Damn.
That's the fucked up part about Index. If the context, if the concept of Index was actually like, I mean, the day I became a god was like Index, I feel like you would fuck with it more, Cap.
Calling grandma bought you a TV.
What?
Calling grandma bought you a TV.
I guess.
That one.
Eventually, though, Index, like, that shit ain't even gonna matter. She becomes pretty relevant in like probably the first three arcs. And once the magical guys come in play, it's like, bro, get these fucking grim walls out my face.
When are they actually dropping the fourth season of that?
Mm,
Or are they doing the fourth season? It's been so long.
it's gonna be a fucking. It's gonna change a lot of paradigms depending on what your feelings towards it already. There's gonna be a lot of
I
big
don't know.
shit going down.
I feel like they've done so much with a certain magical rail gun and accelerator. They should just keep going with them two.
Yeah, they should. Everything is pretty flows in pretty well. Like
But you
once
know
you
they
finish
left.
with oh yeah, because they
But
did
you know
kill
they
up.
left off. They left off with the cliffhanger in 3 of Index, so they have to keep going. I'm just saying it's
They
been
they
so
they,
long.
they have to though. Yes, yeah, they're definitely going to. Just don't know when they're gonna drop it.
It might be next year. People keep saying a lot of shit's coming next year. Which I don't care because, I mean, once it's dropped, it's going to always be there anyway. So, and I'm not a person to watch Index week for week. I got to watch that shit all the way through or it's going to fuck me up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to know what's going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of information. A lot of fucking groups.
But the last anime, which I think is the last one I picked, Wise Man's Grandchild. Any second thoughts on that one?
Not my favorite, bro. I think that shit was like the typical of the typical, bro.
Nigga, you
It
just
could have been depending on how he developed and who the grandson and his whole dynamic. But yeah, everything else, you can. There's a lot of common
I
code
like
type
it
shit.
because I like it because due to the fact that a lot of isekais have overpowered characters and everybody is just like semi useful. I feel like because everybody was useful in this one, I like it better.
But we missed
Like,
the also missed all of the training and stuff that he had to go through initially. So we didn't see that process on how he got so OP.
well,
He,
it's like his grandfather said, he thinks outside of the box. Like
yeah,
instead
that's
of
how
thinking,
he do certain spells. But I mean, as far as learning all this information from the
well,
wise
he
man,
unlocked he unlocked his memories of his past life as a child. So I mean, he had knowledge of shit that they were like thousands of years behind on. So everything that he
Yeah, it
was
wasn't.
doing was
Yeah, yeah, it
everything
wasn't
he was
hard to
doing
kind of
was
see that.
yeah, everything he was doing was foreign as fuck to them because nigga, don't nobody learn how to fight like he do until like 2,000 years from now.
Because they all still in school and everything, so you know how a lot of the fundamentals work. But he was just on a whole nother
Instead of
thought
just
process.
saying, instead of just conjuring fire, he would ask himself, "Why the fuck does fire burn?"
What was a philosopher? An engineer philosopher. Stupid. Why?
Yeah, his knowledge of science definitely gave him a crazy advantage, especially when he was making all type of like plasma attacks and shit like that. He was fucking their head up with that shit.
Like that was the first time them folks legit seen plasma when he did that shit, bro. Anybody ever in that world seen plasma? They might have seen it on accident from some mad scientist doing some crazy ass concoction in the lab, but you
What
ain't
about
never seen
plastic?
plasma.
I said, no, plasma, nigga. Is
What
that
the
another
fuck is
word for
that?
plastic? Stupid.
They be looking like, what the fuck is that? It's beyond you. Just know that.
I don't think they had plastic in that world either. So that would have been
You Yeah, bro. You could tell they was behind, bro. This nigga made
They
the
had damn
this nigga
plastic,
made
bro.
the string phone. This man made the string phone, bro. And them folks about shitted bricks. Like, do you know what kind of shit you just made? I just made a phone, bitch. What do you mean? y'all not
Practical.
y'all not tired of sending letters by birds yet? Like, I'm pretty sure these birds be like, yo, why the fuck y'all keep tying these pieces of paper to my fucking foot, sending me these niggas, bro? I don't know these folks.
Practical
If any,
application.
if anything, bro, it was more so funny to me, bro, when they was surprised. Like,
True. It was really just on some Doctor Strange shit. But aside from that, he just had a hella good memory and
yeah.
just common sense.
Which also tells you that magic is no different than science.
I mean, also, if two of the
Trials,
most
errors.
famous magicians and enchanters in the world are these two people, and they're teaching you, of course, you'll have a degree of
Well,
just being better than everybody.
yeah, exactly. His foundation was already fucking. It was set.
That's what I was saying, bro. This nigga was taught martial arts by one of the best martial artists in the world.
Oh yeah,
He
of
was,
course they had him too.
he
So
was taught magic by two of the top magicians in the world. And then on top of that, your uncle is the king of the empire. Talk
so
about
at 6 he was
privileges.
making jet boots and shit.
Nigga, clouded up, bro.
Yeah.
This man doing spinning axle kicks, chopping fucking bears' heads off and shit. What the fuck? You are very different from the average isekai 6-year-old, because a 6-year-old seeing a bear, oh my god, in death. This nigga said, "Fuck it, you want to go?" And then one, like, come on, bro. Then he telling people like, "Yeah, I killed the bear. It was a demon too, though." What?
Demon bear.
So you killed, and you know, when shit demonized, they got strength. They got 3 times the strength of the average human or animal, bro. So imagine a bear with 3 times the strength of an average bear.
That's
Nigga, you're not getting decapitated, bro. You're getting mincemeat.
Which they can already do to human beings now.
Sounds like a Snorlax to me.
Oh, fucking.
It's
That
not
remind
funny.
me of
Snorlax,
Kirito. Why did I could have.
he
I brought that
does.
up. I'm sure because
He
Kirito
does.
knew Kendo already. On top of I mean he had a good premise foundation.
Man, that
Nigga was
nigga
like,
ain't
fuck
do
these lasers
one
and
god.
shit,
This
bullets.
nigga ain't do
Nah,
one
lightsaber.
goddamn kendo technique in this whole show, bruh. Get that shit out of here. This man thought
But he was doing it
This man
though.
thought he was. This man thought he was Cloud from Final Fantasy. Get your ass out of here.
But nigga,
That man Kitty told me thinking he Cloud, nigga. Like, this is not your Final Fantasy. Sit your ass down.
Bruh, he's legit OP as fuck for no reason, bro.
This bitch legit told him in the ordinal scale movie, you might need to stay away from the games for a while. Come back the last season. Hospitalization. This nigga done put his soul in the game.
The fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Nah, that's some Sephiroth shit. This nigga became one
It's
with
like-
the fucking the
It's
soul
like,
stream.
look, here go,
Oh, light
Asuna.
stream.
Here go Asuna when she find out. Oh, this nigga stupid. Yeah, like,
She had to go get this dumbass nigga. Like, oh, now your ass stuck, huh? Your ass stuck
look.
in a coma.
Your sister done went in the game. She done got submitted to some BS plant foreplay by Dark.
That shit was wild, bro.
Well, yo,
That
and I'm
shit was
thinking,
wild.
and then they showed you clearly that this bitch sent one right up this bitch vagina. I was like,
But,
what the fuck?
and yo, part of her was liking that shit, bro.
She literally fed every piece of that.
That shit was funny. Like, it was no real reason for them to do that scene for real, bro. She could have fought Shorty 1-on-1.
Nah, it was cause the pig. It was cause the pig nigga embarrassed her ass.
The pig nigga was on tripping, bro. This nigga wanted smoke. He said, "You're a human just like me." He said, "Huh? Me? You?"
Moi?
Nani?
Came off of mute. No, yeah, man. Yeah, bro. When I was thinking to myself watching Ordinal Scale, and then the last Hostilization came out. This nigga was in another game. I'm just like, oh, this nigga is stupid. But then I had to realize that the last season, that nigga got shot. This is the shit that kills me with Sword Art, bro. This man is God in the game. You just a regular Japanese high school student outside in the real world with your stupid ass. But you know Kendo though. Why you ain't use that shit on that nigga who poisoned your ass?
He barely knows Kendo because he was in the game too much.
Damn.
See, there you go. Nigga don't know Kendo because his ass was too focused on them goddamn games. This nigga's stupid. You can protect yourself in the game, but you can't even protect your bitch in the real world. Come on.
Nah, bruh.
He was focusing on video game girls. Could have very well been a 65-year-old man living in his mom's basement with that character.
That would have been funny as fuck.
Which I
He's
feel
only
like
been doing sparring matches his whole life.
Which I feel like that nigga who writing Sword Art, he is building this nigga up to be like alone for the rest of his life, but he can't get away from it. If that's the end result, I'm gonna be like, I saw it coming, but damn, you fucked up as a writer writing your character like this.
Damn.
That nigga is like addicted to games like niggas is addicted to drugs.
Yeah, he has a problem, bro. He has a clear problem, bro.
Right, when it comes to games, bro, this nigga Kirito got a slick god complex. Nigga, like, bro, sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Oh, I'm just gonna try this game out, nigga.
Ain't never gonna see that.
Damn.
Nigga gone.
2 months later. Hey, yo, back. Nigga, fuck you. What? Man, you missed my birthday. You missed Christmas.
Nah, they need to hit them with the life moment. Your granddad dead, your sister dead.
I didn't say that before you,
cap,
stupid ass.
no cap. I said that shit. Look, I said that shit is gonna be the second half of this next season, bro. The first half of this next season is gonna be him and Asuna in that world they was in before they cut it off at the last episode. And in the second half, life gonna hit this nigga real hard when he get out that game. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Kirito is slick a criminal.
No, it's gonna turn into Assassin's Creed at that point.
Stealing
Like,
bitcoins
nigga,
online and shit.
You learn how to do all this shit in the game, nigga. Now it's time to do it all in real life, motherfucker.
Nah, I mean like he gonna be an AI that is just gonna be like terrorizing the fuck out of the networking system and shit, but he gonna be hella advanced on some. I'm really a digital nigga now, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna die to
Uh,
turn into the full digital character. He's gonna have an
a
extra life or something.
singular Agent
Some
Smith.
bullshit like that.
He gonna be Agent Smith as
Keeps
fuck.
your soul alive inside the video game.
Oh shit! You doing the opposite. This nigga wanted to get free. This nigga wanted to get free inside the
If
damn
he
thing.
end up like they daughter in the game, I already know where this gonna go, bro. Asuna gonna meet a new nigga who has no interest in games. And this nigga Kitty Tail gonna be a bitch about it. You can go be with the nigga. What? So you about died in the game 4 times just to get this bitch? Just to give her away? Oh yeah, bro.
You tripping, bro? You tripping?
But I'm an owl. Who gives a fuck about you being an owl, nigga? Get that bitch.
Fuck.
What am I supposed to do? Kill her and make her an owl too? Now you're starting somewhere, nigga.
Else, nigga perception
Here's
outside of
here's
reality, but
here's the big question: has he ever fucked Asuna?
Yeah.
in real
Mm,
how
Does they
I-
even-
in real life,
Yeah.
they're digital, like for the most part in the show. Like
and then you talking about his daughter biologically or what were you talking about?
they got a fake daughter. we can never say whether yes or no. We can say
No,
they
they
met up a
actually-
couple times, but
Nah, they actually fuck.
I think Kirito too awkward to.
I'm pretty sure he fucked his sister too. Or his cousin, whoever the fuck that is.
He gonna sit on the edge of the bed the whole time.
Wow. I wasn't gonna bring up his sister cousin, but damn.
she definitely raped that nigga. She definitely raped that nigga.
Family reunion.
That nigga was just feeling
1991.
too good in the game one day, bro. And he was like, bro, I feel great. Don't even know his sister in there making him bust nuts for hours. Yeah, she do be having wet dreams over this nigga, bro. Like your knight in shining armor, your knight in shining armor to come save your ass was your brother, bro. What the fuck?
Damn.
I know you're supposed to get brotherly love, but that's the bit. Find you another prince, bitch, with your incest having ass.
Sis X. Wait, Kiss what? Kiss X sis? Want some bullshit?
They wasn't related though, bro. They got married.
Fuck that.
And they were sisters. They was brothers and sisters by marriage.
So his
Not
parents,
with a motherfucker.
is their parents dead or just on some traveling business people? Like, and
His
His
parents
parents-
are.
His parents are loaded, bro. Them motherfuckers is all over the world, bro. His parents are loaded, bro. This nigga is a software engineer. This nigga's a high school student. He's a software engineer. Come on, bro.
Because he had to
You
make a
know this.
living for himself. Because his parents so broke, they had work all the time. On some
God
other
damn.
shit.
Both
Damn.
their jobs. What the fuck?
If they were broke, I would imagine their house would be a whole lot smarter.
They
smaller,
live at their
bro.
jobs and they pay for that house.
they live in their job. Oh yeah.
Got the tents next to the cubicle. Still what the fuck? Yeah.
Nah, his parents was loaded, bro. They just never home. They're always overseas.
They don't give a fuck about this nigga, bro.
Nah, because
Happy
both
birthday
they
over
kids,
Skype.
both-
stupid
both their kids is fucking high school students. Y'all grown as hell.
That's crazy, man.
You know, once you show a certain level of maturity over there, bro, them folks about ready to leave your ass your whole high school 4 years, bro.
Bro, that's what it be. That's what it seemed like, bro. Cause they be in high school. Some niggas be having their own apartment and shit. I be like, ew.
True though.
couldn't be me.
But them the ones that end up with the good jobs. They don't depend on their parents. They go home and take care of their family. They don't stay with their family and their family take care of them. They want
But
independence because they see that they become overly
The
dependent on
males
them.
more so than the females.
Yeah. The males will move out before the females will because they don't want to be overly dependent.
I'm telling you, bro, because if I have
That
my own
shit,
apartment,
that shit backfires on their ass at some point over there in life. Especially for the men, that shit backfires. Women, not so much. Especially if they family own a business. Because with the dudes, the family wants you to take over the business. So you got to go to school for business, all that shit. Because they want you to take this shit to the next level. Or, they want you to
Or
stay at
they
the
gonna
bottom.
shame the shit out of you. Until you
They want you to stay at the bottom with
every
their ass
time they
in the
see you,
middle. Like,
you ain't.
I don't know if you ever watched.
Damn, Dad.
I
Happy
don't know if you,
birthday.
I don't know if you ever watched the. I don't know if you ever watched the anime Food Wars, bro. But the main character, his
Hmm.
dad owns a restaurant, bro, and he wants him to take over. But it wasn't the nigga didn't go to school because his dad told him to go to school. He said, "I just want you to go to school because I think he might fuck with it." But you
Yukihira,
know,
Yeah,
secret
you know
menu
the.
item 147.
but that nigga wanted to go to that school and come back and beat his dad on his own. Like, nigga, I want to be better than you before I take over your shop. Which that wasn't
Don't
gonna never happen.
do exactly
That
like
was
don't do that to yourself.
they showed you that whole show, bro. That nigga was never gonna be better than his dad at cooking,
But it's
bro.
like Jen was
Yeah,
trying to aspire to be One Punch Man or some shit. So I gotta be at your level, nigga. No, don't do that. Don't put me as a as a fucking.
it'd be crazy about One Punch, bro. That nigga legit is an S rank hero, bro. But his fucking master is a D rank.
And
Didn't he go up to B though? Or like
Yeah, he
C?
went out to be at the at
I
last
thought he was
season.
at A
Yeah, he was A rank at the end of the second season.
because he beat the A
What?
rank nigga. He beat the A rank. Remember, it's
Yeah.
a A. It's an S rank nigga who ranked A, and his job is the fuck with niggas
Oh, he's the number
who
one A.
trying to be
Yeah.
A.
You talking about Mask?
Yeah, that was
Some
after
Mask.
the second season. I think the first season he made it to B, and then he worked his way up to A. After that, in the second season.
So this next season he gonna be S rank.
Oh yeah, because old girl tried to come and recruit his ass.
But I don't see why they didn't just go and put that nigga S class, bro. Because he been up there,
They
bro.
don't, bro.
Because
His
they don't
Kung
see
Fu
predicament
this
Master,
nigga.
are.
no.
You
They
can't
don't never
quantify his
see
skills, man.
bro, they never see this nigga do his feats. It's always somebody else, and nobody ever believes that somebody else who sees him do this crazy
Which is
ass shit.
retarded given his whole exams. Literally killed his physical
Okay,
capabilities
so
is the best ever recorded. So
yeah,
you
the
telling
Yes, it
me
viewer.
was.
Hold on,
really
guys.
like you
We
should have
got a
been
viewer
A.
chiming in on this. He said Goku can solo though.
Oh my, who the fuck is that? What's that name?
TZP Gaming.
Yo,
Hey,
I'm
random.
gonna
Get
tell
your
you
bit.
straight up. Don't
That's
be
fucking
bringing that
random, bro.
Goku can solo shit over here, man. Because
Coming
you know
in
what?
here, rabble
You know
rousing and
what?
shit.
You know who
I can
solos
literally,
Goku?
I'll debate that shit until I die.
You know who solos Goku in my
Saitama could be
opinion?
Goku. Fuck you talking about?
Nah, fuck that. Rick from Rick and Morty can beat Goku.
Nah,
That nigga can't die. Rick
I
cannot
mean,
die, bro. The nigga came back as a
but
pickle
this is
and
the whole.
mutilated like
Rick,
this
Rick,
man.
honestly, he got instant transmission too with his little gun. He can charge up. I'm pretty sure we saw
He
him do
damn
like
near
a little.
omnipresent. Got a whole council of Rick.
Bruh, this man is the
Yeah,
most
bruh.
wanted. This man is the most wanted criminal in the cosmos, nigga. Not the world, the cosmos.
Impossible. He
Like
can't eat
you
buffalo.
know how badass you got to be the most wanted nigga in the cosmos, and all you are is somebody's
Bruh,
granddad.
bruh. And you know what's the funniest shit? How the president be hating on that nigga.
Like, hey, who is
Exactly. You
this
gonna
nigga?
need this
Who
nigga.
is the yo? Like, who is the president supposed to be? Like a knockoff Obama or some shit?
Mitch
Yeah.
Griffin, nigga.
This
Mitch Griffin.
nigga super Obama,
This
bruh.
nigga's like a discount mall Obama and shit.
I know you
Holy
wanted
shit.
it all, but I need you for this assignment. Stupid. Say, goddamn. Fucking
And
You
young
let's
though.
only
not
want,
forget
and
about
that nigga
let's
Rick
start
was
to roll
like,
it
you
back in.
only.
Let's not forget about the last one for you. I think that was Yasuke. We also did that one before the
Yeah, y'all
end of
scary.
this one.
Yes. Oh.
All I remember is how y'all was tripping about how it was like decriminalizing that nigga, bro,
They
making the
could have
nigga
done
look
so
weak.
much more with that. They missed the ball as far as the story, in my
All
opinion.
the fire shit they showed that this nigga was a flashback. That's the crazy part. It was all the flashback shit was the actual fire shit.
You talking about the Black Samurai
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Everything I've heard about that, I will have to watch it for myself. I'll just have to take God on lamb and do it. Because if I go off what people saying, that is
And the fact that this nigga actually is based off a real person makes
mm,
it even more lame that they did that, bro.
I
damn.
mean, but you knew that
You
they
know
was gonna
Nobunaga.
do that
Stupid.
because how many black people you know is in history books that was famous for some shit, and like they put it in a movie and they just kind of like demoralized the whole character.
Yeah, you're right. We really can't. We really can't depend on Hollywood to depict black stories correctly, bro.
We all
It's
know
But you
about
just
thought you was
Thomas
gonna,
Edison, but who the
you thought
fuck
you was
knew
gonna be
about the
able.
dude who invented the actual what the bulb was made out of?
That nigga was
What,
a slave
Peanuts?
for Tom. That nigga was a
No, nigga.
slave for Thomas
George
Edison.
Washington Carver?
That nigga was a slave for Thomas Edison, bro. The nigga,
Like,
the nigga who discovered the light bulb was a slave for this nigga, bro. But you would never know that. Why? Because they demoralize us.
Because they were
Turn.
property. And he came up with the idea, therefore it was my idea. That's my property.
There you go.
yeah,
And what was Yasuke technically? He was Nobunaga's servant. You think you gonna get all the praise and I'm
Until they gave him
Nobunaga,
the
nigga?
name.
I
I
gave you
mean,
credit. I gave you credit, nigga, but I'm Nobunaga, nigga.
Like,
Who the fuck are you?
he hit him with that. You know what, nigga? I like you. I'm gonna call you Yasuke.
I get a name.
He hit him with it. You cool for you pretty cool for a nigga.
But nah, actually, Yasuke's story of how he met Nobunaga is actually pretty interesting. Like he was a runaway slave, straight up. But
that's crazy.
he was a slave in Africa. He ran away from Africa and ended up in Japan. So my man's was kind of getting shitted
History
on.
all day.
My man's was kind of getting shitted on since he was even when he was with his roots.
History is dead ass just an anime version of most manga.
History, nigga.
Just
What?
History.
history, nigga. Her story. Her story. Ain't
Yeah, which
nothing
I
new.
do feel like they could have. I feel like yeah, they could have made this one. They could have started this one off from the beginning. But then I
They
mean,
did.
they would have to include all of Nobunaga and his people. That's too much. You know how many
Yeah.
servants Nobunaga had?
So
It's
based
like
off your
hundreds.
scores from the original, would you change anything? Like I think
Nah,
what music 7.5, visuals 8.5, and story 7. You think that's still pretty solid?
you said what did I give it 8.5?
Visuals.
I'd take the visuals up to
Taking it up?
Yeah.
You think it looked that
Visuals.
good, bro?
God damn.
I don't think. Do I got scores for y'all skate? I don't think I
The,
got
vis-
scores for y'all
the
skate.
I
visuals
don't
were
No.
know.
fire. The visuals were fire to me because when I watched it, that was probably the only thing. Like I was telling you, I watched The Witcher earlier. That was probably the only thing that kept me interested with The Witcher. The visuals was fire, but yeah, y'all say the visuals were fire, especially in the beginning, like when they was telling his background with Nobunaga and shit.
Yeah, but to answer your question, Cat, no, we don't have scores for you for
You
Yasuke.
Can I
wasn't.
can I give score?
Sure.
Uh, I'm gonna give the visuals a 8, story a 5, and give the music a 7.7.
Okay, so let's see. Why you're right in the smack dab as far as your story score between me and Hollow, which Hollow gave it a 4, I gave it a 6. Why'd you give it a 5?
I gave it a 5 just because, like I say, I actually know some of the history on Yasuke, and it's just like they had a lot of 5 shit to work with, and do they didn't do nothing with it for real. And it's just like for the for like the
Can I ask you a
entertainment.
question though, Hollow? I mean, can I ask you a question, Cat?
What's up?
What movie, show, or anime have you ever seen where they depicted a famous black character
In
and it
history.
wasn't fiction and
And
it wasn't fiction like Django
yeah, and
and the
don't say
black
Django,
character was
nigga.
fine because if
I
Django was
mean,
fiction, Django was fiction and Django was hard as fuck.
um,
Django wasn't a slave you fucked with. He'll kill your ass. I don't give a
um,
fuck about you thinking I'm your property. Anybody else?
are
They
we talking
made
about in anime or movie wise?
I'm talking about anything wise. Live action, TV
Any
shows,
media.
cartoons. Nigga, look at Static Shock.
Okay,
That was the weakest shit ever, bro. Static Shock was good, but when I actually go back and watch Static Shock, that was one of the weakest black characters introduced on the scene. That shit was
okay,
weak.
I'm gonna
They
go.
never they're never gonna give you a good black character story. So this was the best
I'm
one.
I'm gonna go. The Frank Lucas story was hard. I'm gonna go the
Look who Frank Lucas was.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Ray was hard.
Ray who?
Ray
Ray
Charles.
Charles, nigga. Jamie
Ray
Foxx.
Charles movie was hard.
I mean, what the
Thanks,
fuck did
thanks.
you expect? This was a blind man who could sing and play the piano. Bro.
Nigga Roots. You ain't see Kuta can't tell you out there killing these.
How many slave movies and shows have you seen, bro? The color
Shaka Zulu was
purple.
hard. Shaka Zulu was hard, bro. He told this nigga, "You going
Shaka
to hell?"
Zulu. Shaka Zulu wasn't
Nigga
produced
said,
in
"Where I come
America,
from, we
nigga.
eat fire."
Shaka Zulu wasn't produced out here, nigga. That's why it was hard. Nigga, if America would have did Shaka Zulu, you know how fucked up that shit would have been.
All right,
These white folks ain't gonna give you a good black story, bro.
But
all right.
we didn't get any good black stories until as of recent, like more recently. There's not like some really good, truthful, like black folklore, especially coming up with you know black people being enslaved in many cultures, or darker skinned people being enslaved in many cultures. So we do have some decent ones that are more recent, like Nelson Mandela, or some of the people that are a little bit more notable.
Malcolm X.
Within the past 100 to
Kamehameha.
150 years.
Oh my god. Shut your
Nah,
ass
dead
up.
ass. Dead ass. Kamehameha the first. It's a black dude. Look him
Oh
up.
my
No, Oob. You gotta look up Oob. Oob was fire.
Look up.
Bro, I wouldn't believe it either if I ain't had looked that shit up.
Bro, we need a Musa Mensa fucking movie, bro. About the richest dude ever, bro. The black man, bro.
You think they gonna ever put that shit on the screen? That white folks got outed by a nigga? No.
No. Go
You'll get a movie about them boring ass Rothschild family before you get a movie about the richest black
I
man.
feel like there'll be
They
like a
do.
little
It's a
side plot
documentary.
in Assassin's Creed.
Rothschild. They just gonna call. That's what they gonna call that shit. Rothschild. I can see the title. Fucking
The only time black people get shine in movies when it's fiction or fantasy. Blade, I Am Legend, I Robot. All these shits is fiction, but these is black characters that was whooping ass. Fucking The Purge. It ain't fiction because The Purge could happen.
first
But
can
the
have.
nig- but the niggas was
You know,
actually out
bro.
here on some gangster shit
I
in The
mean,
Purge.
hold on.
The niggas was actually out here on some gangster shit
What was
in The
that one
Purge.
movie about that
That's
black
what I've
doctor
been.
who performed the first heart surgery that was under that
That's
white doctor?
that's what I'm starting to
Yeah,
realize.
I know
They
who you
starting
talking
to
about.
come out with so much shit. Where niggas really on some real deal gangster shit, bro. Some real deal nigga shit. But they
Cause they
making
know
it
that some,
not
cause they
niggas.
know, cause they know we not, cause they know if some shit like The Purge happened, bro. Niggas ain't gonna take that shit sitting down, bro. We already at the boiling point where we want to just say fuck white folks and just shoot it out with them.
Hell nah.
I
They
don't think
not.
most.
Some niggas is
Honestly,
gonna
they'll be
accept
going
this
after
shit.
their own before they go after theirs. Say, hold on, bro. I know
Yeah,
they
yeah. And then it's
a
see, it's
gang.
that. That's why I say, bro. They left that out, bro. They left that out, bro, because they didn't want to embarrass us in The Purge. Because that actually, I think that was the final movie, bro. Where the niggas was actually
I think
they showed you the beginning of how The Purge was. Like they had a war within themselves first, and then they went after the white folks and other people that was targeting them. Like the Purge was in the Purge's order was backwards. The first movie was like the last point it could get to, and then the last movie they just dropped was the beginning point. It was like the
Yeah, they
start.
did
It was like,
somewhat a mid a sequel, then the prequel to the first.
mm-hmm.
What was it called? The first Purge.
Yep. You saw, bro. That was one thing I paid attention to. I was waiting to see how many niggas was gonna kill each other, and we was in there murking the fuck out of each other and this shit.
Kidnapping niggas. Say, oh, bro, literally doing
Now
on some Tokyo Ghoul shit. Kidnapping motherfuckers.
we was doing worse shit to each other than white people and other races had done us, bro. We was out here kidnapping our own women and children, raping women. I'm
It
like,
ain't
well,
nothing
what
that you don't
the
see now,
fuck?
though. It ain't nothing you don't hear nowadays. Oh, that's
Like
already happened.
you dead ass had a nigga. It was funny, bro. He kidnapped a bitch. I think she was like, she had just graduated high school, bro. Little black girl, bro. This nigga raped her ass, bro. He got killed by a white man. He
You know, I've
saw
been
that
thinking
shit.
about you, right? Stupid.
He saw that shit and he got mad as the white boy got mad as fuck. He's like, bro, she the same color as you, and you doing this shit during the purge. You ain't protecting this bitch. I was like, see, that's why if I ain't cool with you, I ain't got no faith in
Straight
you.
up.
The fuck do I look like having it for you?
Okay, gentlemen, that was the last one. Uh,
Yeah.
and next week, let's see. I guess I can go next week. Why not? So next week will be my week. I will go back over my picks. Some heat in there, some heat.
Bro,
But
you
no,
know what you be doing. That's all I'm gonna say.
I get some. I usually average out for some decent like concepts as far as my stories or the animes that I choose. Um, don't I typically try to stray away from the mainstream, all like the well known, unless of course I'm going into competition with somebody that they gonna renege on,
Oh yeah,
and
this
then
nigga,
I just
this
gotta pull out
nigga,
the claims. So I try to
nigga
be
reach for the
more.
stars, bro.
I try to I try to vary my choices so you can get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and we'll go more in depth on those choices in next week. But before I close out, fellas, you got anything to add? Any funny stories from the last week or?
I had
But
rewatched that y'all's cat takeover bullshit. That shit was funny as hell.
Hey, nah, bro, like dead ass, bro. I was up at,
That man was so happy.
I was in Tennessee this weekend, y'all. I feel like we should all go up there. It's like a 4 hour
mm,
trip, bro.
Cause you the only 10 I see. Ugh.
Shut
Ooh.
that shit, bro. Yeah. Straight out of 2007 looking at.
Hey, bro.
But nah, bro, they got a legit dispensary out there. Bro. It's called Cafe 420. And I'm telling you this, Lloyd, because the dude who owns the shop, he grows shrooms too.
oh my.
But
Bet.
from what you put in the chat, the weed is more expensive than street value. I just get it off the street.
My nigga, one blunt has put me to sleep every time.
God
And I
damn.
Yes,
smoke every
sir.
day. I smoke all day, every day.
Be that
See,
quality.
that bullshit they be telling you about dispensary weed is niggas be getting the dispensary weed that's dispensaries that work with the government. This man got his license. He's a botanist. He grows his own shit. He cures his own shit, and he put it straight in the jar.
Yeah,
They get
I'm a bit
touched.
of a cheapskate, so I'm gonna go for the best deal. Call me when they got like specials and shit.
Labor Day weekend just passed, bro. I could have.
Hey,
They
we
said,
Nah, that ain't happening
I
with me.
wonder if they got a good 420 sale. Then they may be worth going up there, like pre
They
420 to prep.
this nigga had 6 different types of moon rocks. Nah, that ain't happening.
Yeah,
And he got
I
niggas
think
coming in there
I'm
to
too much of an adult for Moon Rock.
yeah.
I got shit to do today.
Yeah, on that type of shit, right?
I'm trying to figure out why you smoking moon rock during the week anyway. And you not no fucking rapper.
You
Why are
trying to
you
see
smoking?
spaceships on Bankhead? You trying to take off?
That's what you obviously trying to do, because you're not trying to get high, you're trying to see spaceships on Bankhead with your stupid ass.
But that's all.
Bro,
That
Now
way to
you
get
now you
monitored
that
by
sit
shit should come
Shawnee.
on the
now
Some
you
shit
label,
like
bro.
that.
now
That
you
shit
sitting
should come
there
on the label, bro.
now you
Don't see
sitting
what
there
we do during the week.
now you sitting there on the couch high as a motherfucking Amazon just done dropped off your package and you debate for 30 minutes whether you should get up and get it.
Yeah.
Now look at your stupid ass. You're high as fuck. Now
Psychedelic
you gotta
retrieval sounding.
And
That's
you
what
and
it
you
sounds
wake up
like.
and at like 11 o'clock at night, still didn't get the package. So now you got to go outside in the dark and pick it up.
Still ain't getting the bag.
You was debating on that shit so hard you forgot.
And went to sleep. Got them on some shit like that.
What the fuck was I
That's how
talking to
that shit
myself
happened.
about?
Yeah.
This how you know you was high. What the fuck was I talking to myself about before I fell asleep? Oh shit, the
Woke up with a
package.
black eye that you gave your damn self. So what the
Nah, you do that, nigga. You on some other drugs. Fuck that. You on some other shit, nigga. What the fuck are
I
you
mean,
doing, punching yourself in your sleep?
sometimes that shit have you sleeping hard. You may have just fell asleep on the couch and your head, your eyeball socket hit the arm of the sofa. So you
Very descriptive. Very
it's gone.
particular.
Well, from what I've known, studies to show You hit your damn head hard enough on something. I don't give a fuck if you sleep or not. Bitch, you getting the fuck up.
Or you just knock yourself out. It's time to go night
Yeah,
night.
I've
Now
done that, bro.
you,
I fell off my bed, woke up on the floor. Did not wake me up. I was like, what the fuck? Had my pillow and my covers with me too. So shit.
Peel this muffin cap back blue. That
stupid.
You ain't ready to
Hell
go
no.
night night, nigga.
One of the best sleeps I ever had too. All the way
Best
through.
sleep you ever had with the cold.
You know what'd be funny, bro? When you tell yourself, you know how you go out, you know how. Let's say you just not a drinker like that, right? You tell yourself, I'm not drinking tonight, bro. I'm not letting these niggas get me fucked up tonight. 2 hours later, you want shot number 38. Oh, fuck. I think I'm stupid.
You get
The
enough
room spinning.
Long Islands, bro.
Nigga, shot
You
number
laying in
38,
the
you gonna be on the
bed.
first 48. Yeah, fuck that. Nigga, you dead.
Bro, have y'all ever started dancing at the club just so motherfucking you won't go to sleep?
You in
I
there
don't know
doing the
about
Grand
that
Theft
lifestyle,
Auto.
Nah.
nigga.
You in there doing the Grand Theft Auto dance.
Fortnite and that.
Bruh.
Nigga in there flossing and shit. This old
Yeah.
young ass
So
nigga.
they in there doing the Rick and Morty in that bitch.
Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Rick. 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 Rick.
Nigga, don't
Nah, I've
know.
gotten so drunk.
For real.
I've gotten so drunk one time that I dead ass. I didn't want to go home. Cause I'm like, bro, if I go home, I'm gonna have to go to sleep. And if I go to sleep, the room gonna be spinning. I don't want the room
Oh,
spinning.
yeah.
It's like once I get home, I don't have nothing else to do but either take a shower or go to sleep.
Don't interact with nobody, cause that shit ain't gonna go.
Nigga had the music in him that night.
Mama
Nigga was
It
dance
got
like
you.
Terry Crews
said,
and
Mama said,
white
Mama
chicks.
said.
You got the
Terry Crews and white chicks.
Can you feel that beat? Stupid ass. I ain't gonna lie. Oh shit. Now what I was gonna say? Why you ain't tell me Dragon Con was last weekend?
Nigga, you lost touch?
I lost touch with my damn self, bro. I literally, bro. I woke up the other day thinking, like around 6 o'clock, going outside. My dad was like, "Oh, you just not waking up?" Me, thinking that it was still in the morning. Had no idea what he was talking about. Didn't even check my clock yet. So I'm just like, well, shit ain't just the normal time niggas wake up. But I didn't say that. It just in the back of my mind. I said, oh, well, yeah, I guess. But I slept all the way through. I don't do that.
Damn.
But I did try what is it called? Gavins? Some Gavin, some pills and whatnot for the first time. Apparently it's supposed to lengthen whatever you take on top of it, whether it's drinking, weed, whatever. So I was drinking that night too. So only explanation. But speaking of drinking and getting wasted, are y'all ready for AWA though? B2B.
Knock yourselves out with that shit. I already said I would not be participating if it was a thing. I'm gonna have to see how it goes at least 1 year before I go, especially after this COVID.
Oh, he's scared, y'all.
I mean,
Even with
I
masks?
made it this far without getting sick, so this is fine.
Damn.
It's too close quarters for me, and then like some of the anime people are weirdos. They don't watch.
Why you gotta call out?
They real weeds about that shit. Like it gets serious, you know.
I would recommend just going Thursday then, because
And
that's
then they gonna come in with those hot stank ass
Bro,
Million.
I want to see somebody fight over anime, bro.
Nigga,
I want to see somebody fight over anime,
nigga
bro.
been wearing that same outfit for the past 3 AWAs and I ain't washed it once.
That's my
No.
life.
Oh, hell no. That's nasty.
You stupid! Not the gay dude off Family Guy.
You
I
talking about
know
Cleveland?
this nigga.
We don't
Oh,
like to
That's
talk about
clearly
those
What the
people.
fuck?
We don't
That's
like to talk
clearly
about
the
those
old.
people,
That's
but
we
they're
tell
out there.
clearly talking about the old Cleveland from Family Guy.
bro, I
Y'all
think they
from
got the same voice actor or something, bro. The niggas used to always sound alike to me, bro.
no, actually, the voice actor for Cleveland back in the day, he's dead.
Damn.
So the new voice actor is the gay guy.
Hey, BDB, we're just gonna go Thursday, all right?
Knock yourself out.
Bruh,
Hopefully,
it's literally ain't gonna be
COVID don't
it.
catch you on the way in.
Yeah, I'm gonna come visit you, bro. I'm gonna come visit you and give you a hug,
Yo,
surprisingly.
Nigga, if you show up to my job, I will give you a shot on the spot.
No. Get his
you,
head.
you getting Pfizer today, nigga.
a shot of what though, bro? Because I don't drink
True.
cheap.
Nigga, the COVID
True.
19 vaccine.
Dead, dead.
At least,
Hey,
but
I
shit better
already
have
got
lemons in
both.
it.
I'm already vaccinated, bro, so I don't.
Damn. Or when you get vaccinated?
Somebody on board.
I got it back in. I got my first one in July, and I got the second one last.
Because he's smart. He knew he wanted to go AWA. He actually read the rules on the website.
What you mean?
Hey,
Yeah,
You
you
go
bro.
to
gotta be
AWA
vaccinated. You
without the
gotta be.
shots.
You gotta be vaccinated, bro. If you don't go, and if you go and
It's
you're not
certain places though.
vaccinated,
Yeah, it is certain places you cannot attend.
Bro, what if you turn
you
into a
can go.
zombie,
You
bro?
can go, and you can go, but you have to wear a mask. And if you
What
take
is
Yeah.
that
that?
shit
What
off,
if that
you
shit is
getting
the
your
low
ass
key
out.
zombie virus, bro?
Well, damn it,
Ooh.
So what?
I might be one of the main characters to my own story, because bitch, I'm real resistant to this shit.
Okay, we gonna have to blow your head off, bro. I see that now, bro. As soon as you start the turn, bro, I'm gonna just look you dead in your eye and be like, bro,
See, niggas ain't even gonna know I turned,
it's
bro.
over.
Just to get the hell on from y'all, bro.
Okay,
Well, you a high school at the dead zombie? Yeah, they're gonna give you plenty of time. Not really.
Nah, I'm a Cabaneri zombie.
This thing.
nigga, your ass gonna get shot, nigga. You rolling up on me, I'm gonna blow your shit off. I'm gonna go right
And
straight in.
when I turn back into a regular nigga, you gonna be like, damn, I just shot him for no reason.
I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, you shouldn't have been on that bullshit.
He left me no choice. Stupid ass.
Hey, no cap, one of y'all kill me, I'ma haunt y'all niggas for the rest of y'all life.
Yeah.
And I'll
Crab
be the
ass.
main boss. I'll be the COVID patient zero.
This nigga fire secret balls.
I'm a dead, you dead ass gonna be asleep, bro. I'm gonna be like, see, I told your bitch ass I'll be dead.
I'm gonna be like, bro, leave me alone, bro.
Nah, you thought,
You
nah,
just mad. I always talk
you thought
this
this
shit
shit was
like,
over.
you
You
just
thought
mad
this
you
shit
turned
was
into a zombie, nigga.
You
Like,
thought you was gonna blow my head off and get rid of me, bitch. I'm still here.
I don't be like
COVID
bro,
gonna die
how
just
the
like
afterlife is, bro. Like, tell me how the like,
Hey, look, this nigga
is it
can't
you ain't
kill
got
me.
ghost mission, bro?
Look. Hey, look, this nigga can't kill me every time he go on a date. I'm gonna fuck his shit up.
Well, that's just my homeboy. Don't pay that nigga no mind, bro. He a ghost, bro. He just hating it. He's hating
I'm a
it.
dead ass. Nah, I'm a dead ass. Look, y'all gonna be eating shit. Waiter gonna walk by with a plate full of drinks. You just make that motherfucker spill them shits all on that bitch.
Nigga,
I ain't
that
gonna lie,
I
BDB.
think that's good luck. There'll be a wet T-shirt contest then.
BDB, you do seem like that type of boss that you gotta collect items before you fight. You that type of shit. You that secret smoke. You gotta get a whole bunch of shit, a whole side quest, and then come back.
That's
And
me.
I'm a new
You're
game
not
plus
ready.
boss.
You're not. Oh, nah, get that shit out of here. I was a Final Fantasy. Oh my god, I gotta buy you.
Pretty much, it's like Gilgamesh.
That you're essentially a part of the story. I swear to God.
Not unless you got enough money for it. Apparently,
damn.
no broke
And 2
boys.
shots back to back. God damn.
Broke boy.
and fully vaccinated, nigga. Otherwise, I'm a
This nigga
poison.
got a passive ability. You'll die instantly. Gotta fucking level the fuck up. Get that fucking 10-ton tunic from Zelda.
No cap. I'm gonna act like I'm red flags for a bitch. Playing.
I gotta be next to BDB though, because you get all the bitches that's vaccinated.
Vaccinated.
You
Coming
got
out
the
the farm and
vaccine?
shit.
Oh yeah, I'll be out here distributing them hoes.
Yeah, but I think it's a good point we start rolling in, guys. We was at the hour 40-minute mark.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, so we already discussed. Next week I'll go over my picks, so we can get Hayden ass Cat's opinion on
Why
why.
I gotta be a hater, bro? Why I
What was all
gotta be
yours? What was your list again? Before you end it?
My whole list.
Well, just for what you're gonna do
Tune
next
in
week.
next time on U.N.I.
Yes.
Will he ever find out his list?
That narrator, bro.
Will Lloyd be there to see the list? Tune in next time.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a fucking cliffhanger, though. That's a fucking cliffhanger.
Will Lloyd come back to the next show? This list. Find out.
Will
next
he get
time.
lost again in the U.N.I. verse? Next time.
Find out
Still
next time on Dragon Ball Z.
So, where's everybody at? They got a multi
Hey, you know what? It's funny, bro. You know, I just thought about the narrator at the end of Dragon Ball Z episodes. He made the stupidest points to be worried about for the next episode. Will Krillin overcome his strength and rise to the top? No, he won't, nigga. Find out next time on Dragon Ball
Will
Z.
Vegeta ever surpass Goku?
No.
Bro, come on now, let's not. Goddamn, bro. You be hitting below belts, bro.
Will Gohan get dubbed again as a character?
How will he grade his new class? Stupid ass nigga.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Like this nigga put so much emphasis on the end, like Dragon Ball Z.
He made it so epic, bro.
Okay, so any closing remarks, fellas?
Find out next time on the U.N.I.
Yo, Tokyo Revengers. That shit is so gangster. It's must watch, bro.
Tokyo
Anime of the year.
Why y'all don't fuck with it when I say something, but when this
Damn,
bitch ass nigga say something, y'all want to watch it now? Fuck y'all.
I want to watch it.
I've been saying something about Tokyo Adventures. Fuck you, bro. I don't care.
Yeah, my mind still ain't changed on it.
I already established before we started the recording that I'm making it through that backlog of those that you gave out to me. So that will be next on the list as soon as I finish.
Yeah.
Made in the Abyss. Made in Abyss. But yeah.
Soundtrack though.
So we'll see you guys next week. There you have it. Another episode of the U.N.I verse. Close us out, Nemo.
That's all, bitches.